Good morning. I am here in Seoraksan National Park, which is about an hour outside of, well, not maybe outside of, but an hour from central Sokcho, and I am heading out on a hike up to the top of a peak called Ulsanbawi. I'm probably getting that wrong. I'll put the name right there. And I've been there before a couple years ago, and it was really beautiful. We'll see how this journey goes because it's quite cold, but it's about 11 a.m. I had to wait until it warmed up a little bit. It's still like -3 or 4 Celsius, or about 25 Fahrenheit. So I'm just gonna grab a water and get going and hopefully get to the top. Restaurant in the national park itself. Should have filmed walking in, but I wasn't exactly sure if I was even going to go here and know what the food was that they sold, so just grabbed some bibimbap and kimchi pancake. It's a little bit expensive, which I guess is true of any place you have to pay to get into. So this was for the 2 meals. I'm hungry and I want to make sure that I have enough food in my system since I'm just going on this hike and it's quite cold. It was about 21, 22 US dollars. So, yeah, here comes the food. So we got bibimbap, pickled something, kimchi, something else with what looks like kimchi on it, and then this soup that you get like with every meal. I'm not sure what it's called, but I am going to get going on this because it is cooking. And just got our kimchi pancake, which I'm excited about. It's gonna be way too much food for me, but I'm okay with it. Alright. I'm gonna start with this bibimbap. The way this works is this stone cooks most of it, so they usually will just pop an egg raw, well I guess that's how I've always seen it, on top, and then the egg will, and everything inside the stone pot will cook. It is very hot. Let's see. It's got a little gochujang, which is like Korean spicy pepper paste. And it just makes it really spicy, so this is gonna be so hot, and I'm probably gonna have to spit this out. I mean, not because it's bad. Whatever. Good. Spicy. is pretty expensive, given the amount of food I've got, for it to be $22, but whatever. I'll try some of this. So this is just basically kimchi with a couple other veggies, like, I can't remember exactly right now. I've made it before, but it's pretty simple. It's actually a really, really easy dish to make if you have kimchi. It's super good. So this whole hike is 2 hours, well they say, at the hotel they say 2 hours, which I always kind of think that they're talking about someone who goes a little bit slower. So I'm hoping it'll be like an hour and a half, and I've already walked about a half hour to get to like where I am now. So I'm hoping it's just gonna be an hour up, hour back. I'm not positive, it's pretty cold, but so it is 1 degree Celsius right now, 31 degrees Fahrenheit. This isn't even Seoraksan, so I think it's colder here, but whatever. Alright, well, I'm gonna finish up this food and then we'll get back on our hike. Also, I should be careful about touching my eyes. I have spicy pepper paste on my fingers. And get to the top of this mountain. Alright, I am full and ate way too much, but I feel a lot better because I hadn't had any food, and definitely shouldn't not have food and then it be this cold. So I'm gonna try and do this quick because I want to keep my body moving, but it is warming up a little bit. So food was super good. It's kind of hard not to love bibimbap and kimchi pancakes. And took one of the pancakes to go since they were so expensive, but also because it was super good. So if I need a snack on the way up, I will have that. And yeah, I'm really excited to get to the top. So let's get going.
Kinda feels like this. Oh, hey, would you stay with me till the sun goes down? Being with you is so easy. Hey, if you want, honey, you can stick around. I don't know what it is about you, but you look so fine, riding shotgun in my car, top down when driving on the highway. The wind in our hair makes us look like movie stars.
So it seems like this is about a 3-kilometer hike, which is 2 miles. So it's not that bad. It just gets pretty steep at the end. So we'll see.
Would you stay with me till the sun goes down? Being with you is so easy. Hey, if you want, honey, you can stick around. I don't know what it is about you, but you look so fine, riding shotgun in my car, top down when driving on the highway. The wind in our hair makes us look like movie stars. And you make me sing, yeah. Ooh, you make me sing, yeah. Oh, you make me sing, yeah. Ooh, you make me sing, yeah.
All right. Clearly got a little cold, so I put a beanie on. I know it looks great. So fashionable. So we're almost there. There's a couple rest stops, which is nice. Bathrooms and temples and the like. So if you need to take a break, they definitely exist. I'm gonna keep going though, and get there soon. So, it says it's 1 kilometer from here. I would definitely recommend bringing water, so. Okay, let's keep going. 안녕하세요. So there are so many older people here too that are totally showing me up with their walking sticks and just killing it. We're almost there. We made it. I'm actually kind of surprised that we did. This is not going to be long because it's very cold at the top here. Met a very nice man who's just walking away now, who took my pictures. But the last time I was here, it was cloudy, so I actually couldn't see any of this, which is so awesome. So, definitely worth it. I would suggest if you have the opportunity to do it in a different season. But it's still doable, and there's a lot of people that are doing it right now, which actually makes it a little bit nicer because, like, the last time that I was here, I came up here, and there were probably 30 people up here. There were people selling stuff, and so right now I'm here on my own. There's one guy up here, but other than that, you have it to yourself, so it's definitely a must-see, and I'm really excited and happy that I did it. But now I have to head down, so let's go. All right, we are heading down now. I'm not gonna look at the camera though because these are the stairs, so I need to focus on that, but hopefully I'll be in the camera frame. Yeah, I'm really glad that I did this. I'm really glad that I went up. I really wish that I could have gotten this kind of interaction that I had filmed, because that's really what I want a lot of this channel to be, is the human moments that I have while I travel. But obviously it's rather awkward to get that on camera. I'd be like, can we pause this totally, you know, candid and kind of impromptu conversation that we're having, like a good rapport, so I can film it. So I haven't figured out how to kind of incorporate that into these videos, but it was just like a guy, and he was up there and he was taking pictures of, he was trying to get a selfie of himself. So, you know, I asked him in the normal if he wanted me to take a picture of him, and he took a picture of me, and then yeah, then he started talking to me, and yeah, I don't understand enough Korean to know what he was saying. Kind of basics. I understood that he asked me for water, and then he said some stuff, and then he asked if we could take a picture together, and I said yeah, and then he introduced himself, and you know, all of this stuff is like basic, right? It's like he's saying stuff that I don't understand. He just said "idum," and I do know "idum" means name. So he introduced himself, I introduced myself, we shook hands, and I spoke as much as I could, and yeah, just like it was like a really short moment, and he taught me how to write his name in Korean, and then he was off. And I mean, these are like kind of the biggest parts of travel for me. They're the things I really enjoy the most about it, is the unexpected shared moments that you have with people, where like you stop for a second and kind of forget about all the things that are running through your mind, and you just introduce yourself to someone. So, and then on top of that, to learn a new language, or to be seeing a new place, for both of us, for him to be seeing a new place obviously, but to be meeting someone. It sounds like he hadn't, I just assume that because people want to take pictures with me, it's because they haven't met foreigners. So yeah, all in all, a really great day. I'm just gotta get all the way down. There's so many stairs. When I was at the hotel, he was like, well, the first 80% is super easy, and then the last 20% is very difficult. And I was like, oh, okay. And I've done this before, so I should remember this, and I feel like I started to remember it when I got to the stairs, but it is intense. So if you're really tired, or, you know, not into intense hikes, I would not do this unless you just want to get to the part where these stairs start, but that would be kind of frustrating because it's quite a long hike. But yeah, I mean, it's like probably 32 degrees, so it's not warm, but I have 2 layers of long underwear on, and then a jacket, 2 pairs of gloves, 2 pairs of socks, and then I kind of wish I had brought like a pea coat or something like that, just in case, because you kind of go up and down. Like when the wind is really bad, it's very cold, but then there have been times where I've been sweating because I'm so hot. Right now I feel totally normal, but springtime and fall, probably the best times to come here, because I imagine it does get quite warm in the summer, so it's right on the coast. So yeah, all right, let's get back down. And
what you say, wanna stay in a hotel, champagne and room service all night. Girl, I know this ain't no plaza, but I think we'll be alright. Ooh, come on. Isn't this really what life is all about? Doing what you can to have a good time.
I'm just like so happy. Like, you gotta just do what makes you happy. You gotta do what fulfills you, and right now what I'm doing, albeit not making a lot of money, I am doing exactly what I would do to escape a job. And so I recommend that if you are able to, go out and do something scary, do something that makes you uncomfortable, do something different, do something that makes you feel like you, and everything else will fall into place. I really believe that. And I know that there are other things that are realities. Hey everyone, welcome back to another language learning portion. So as I mentioned in the previous video, I'm adding in this section to every one of my videos of just a couple phrases or a couple words that I think might be helpful in this particular video. I find that even if you don't speak a language well, it's really impactful not only to the people that you're talking to, but to the actual experience that you have in a foreign country. I am no expert in Korean, and I don't espouse to be, but I do want this channel to be a way to show people how to access places that they might not be able to access. And I think language is one of the ways to do that, one of the great ways to do that, because for me, showing a person that you're learning their language, especially in a place where they're not used to people speaking their language, is a really impactful way, a really profound way for them to see you trying. especially if they can tell that you don't speak it fluently. I'm just gonna give you 3 sentences, 3 words, whatever it might be, for the particular topic that we're working on. And like I said in the past video, it might be a little bit awkward in the first couple videos because I'm definitely still figuring this all out, how I'm gonna put it into the videos and how that's gonna vibe with my endings and the video itself. And obviously, like, this was filmed like a month after that video was filmed. Obviously in, you know, a month or 2 it will happen as I'm filming the actual video, but for now it's going to be a little bit awkward, so bear with me. Let me know if you have any suggestions, but let's get into the couple sentences about hiking. So the first one is going to be 하이킹은 오ol-mah-nah, guhl-leeb-knee-kaw. 하이킹은 오ol-mah-nah, guhl-leeb-knee-kaw, which is how long is the hike? So the second sentence is going to be something that I thought would be useful on a hike or anytime that you're doing anything active. I was really tired at the end of this hike, as was made very clear in the video. So it's no wonder that this was something that I thought would be helpful. So the sentence would be, I am tired. I don't know, again, who you would be saying this to, but maybe someone that you're walking on the trail with, or maybe when you get back. Just useful language to know. The sentence would be, 저는 피곤합니다. 저는 피곤합니다. 저는 피곤합니다. So this sentence we can break down a little bit. One of the really important things to know, and I've said this in the past video, is Korean is a very formal language. So there are often multiple ways to say the same thing. So the beginning of the sentence is I, 저는. Now there are 2 ways to say I, to my knowledge. One is 저는, like CH almost. The other is 저는, like with a J. 저는 is the formal way to say it, and as I've learned a little bit of Korean, I have always opted for the formal way just because I'd rather be too formal than too informal. So that's the first part of I. And then the end of the sentence is hawb-knee-daw, which seems to be like a very common way to end a sentence formally. So thank you is ended in the same way. 감사합니다. 합니다. So just something to know. So the sentence again is 저는 피곤합니다. I am tired. Alright, so for the last one, this is going to be a useful sentence to know whenever you're going into anywhere that you have to buy a ticket. In this scenario, we're walking into a national park, and so I had to walk and buy a ticket. Now again, you walk up, you put your finger up, 1, they know what you mean. If you figured out how much it costs, there's usually a sign. I'm like looking at a sign, there's no sign here, but there's usually a sign that will tell you how much it costs. So it's pretty easy to do this like without language, but it is helpful, and just thought it would be useful and make sense in this conversation. So the word for ticket is pretty easy. It's Tee-ket. Tee-ket. So the sentence for can I have 1 ticket would be 티켓 한 장 주세요. 티켓 한 장 주세요. Another thing to know about formality in Korean is 주세요 means please give me something. So it's a really, really, really handy like phrase to know, whether you're in a restaurant or whether you're getting something at a store or whether you're getting a ticket at a national park. It just it means give me this, but it means it in a formal way. So 티켓 한 장 주세요 is can I have 1 ticket? I hope that that was helpful. I don't know how I'm going to cut this all, but I do hope that this is helpful. I do think that this would be a useful thing to know going into a place, especially being so situationally specific. Please let me know in the comments if there's anything that you think could be done better, or if you're a Korean speaker, if I'm pronouncing something miserably, please tell me. You know, for me, I think there are plenty of times where I say things in different languages in different places that I'm in, and I'm sure I'm not saying them correctly, but I know based on the conversation I have or the way that someone looks or the way that they help when I'm trying, they can tell that I'm trying. And that, I think, really is the biggest thing for me. That's kind of the core of this channel, is empathy, is wandering, is trying wandering as an expression of doing something that's different, doing something that you're not comfortable with, and empathy being understanding that other people are coming from a different perspective and that you're coming from a different perspective. And I think trying to learn someone else's language, whether or not you're doing it well, or whether or not you're doing it right, or whether or not you're pronouncing it right, shows a level of intention to understand that person that has really helped me in my travels. So I hope that this is helpful. But I really hope you enjoyed this. I enjoyed the walk. Even if you don't go on the whole hike, the beginning is really nice. And the first time I came here, it was not like that. Like, they did a lot of construction and added a bunch of stuff. There's a lot of great food, there's gift shops, there's that, what are those called? Gondola? No, not gondola, like the thing that you get in and then it takes you high up onto a mountain. Anyways, one of those. And the whole thing was 3,500 won, which is about $3 US. So totally worth it, especially if you come all the way up here. And let's just keep wandering, keep being empathetic, keep meeting new people, and keep spreading positivity. I really appreciate all you guys that watch, and I hope you all have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.
What you say? Wanna stay in a hotel? Champagne and room service.